No one said it would be easy. No one said that fish could fly. No one said it would be easy. Parting the sea from the sky. We're diving higher and higher. We're melting into the fire. Just when we touch the flame, the light begins to change. We're climbing deeper and deeper. Each turn is steeper and steeper. We're turning day into night. We're changing with the light. No one said it would be easy. No one thought we'd break on through a sea of clouds, a sky of money. No one said that dreams come true. We're diving higher and higher. We're melting into the fire. Just where we touch the flame, the light begins to change. We're climbing deeper and deeper. Each turn is sweeter and sweeter. We're turning day into night. We're changing with the light. That's a brand new one. Oh, there's someone there on the Book of Faces. Who could that be? Welcome. So yesterday I was working on this song, which is called What Moves You. So it goes. You heard this, right? And it goes on and on. There's something that moves you when you cannot stray. When there's something that moves you, there's nothing that can stand in your way. There's nothing that can stand in your way. And some of the lyrics I like, but I'm getting kind of weak on a few of them, or I'm not a huge fan. Oh, there you are, Antonia. How are you doing? Did you hear my performance of No One Said? So Antonia, I was asking people for lyrics, and then Antonia said, hey, I could collaborate on the lyrics. And what she did actually was sent some lyrics that she'd written, 20 years ago, is that right? And so when I collaborate with our group Nabucco Dinosaur, Antonia, have you heard any Nabucco Dinosaur? You should look it up on, Spotify. I'm typing it right down here. So anyway, it's a psychedelic virtual rock group. And what we do is we collaborate completely online. Either I'll compose a song. Kyle's composed, Boss Mind Kale has composed a couple of good ones. The inimitable Piero Peluche, who is the main comrade, he also came up with the name Nabucco Dinosaur. He writes some instrumentals, and then we put some lyrics and melodies to it. Here, let me play it again then. I'll play it again in a second. But all this to explain that so we collaborate online, and we don't really speak to each other. And so I'm super used to just digging right into it. So when Antonia, I was about to leave here last night after midnight, and I was thinking, okay, well, I'll have a look at this. And I was reading the lyrics, and the melody came to me just like that. And I thought, nuts, I got to do this now. But, because, who was it? John Lennon giving George Harrison songwriting advice. He said, if you're going to write a song, try to finish it up as quickly as you can. Try to get it down right on the spot. Don't let it linger. And also, I was listening to Tim Ferriss in conversation. Excuse me, I've got something wrong with my throat. In conversation with Rick Rubin today, and Rick said the same thing. He said a bunch of first drafts are really ideal. So here, Antonia, let me play this real quick for you, so you can get back to bed. I woke Antonia up with my mellifluous melodies. So, no one said it would be, no one said it would be easy. No one said that fish could fly. No one said it would no one said it would be easy. Parting the sea from the sky, we're diving higher and higher. We're melting into the fire. Just when we touch the flame, the light begins to change. We're climbing deep, we're climbing deeper and deeper and deeper. Each turn is steeper and steeper. We're turning day into night. We're changing with the light. No one said it would be easy. No one thought we'd break on through a sea of clouds, a sky of money. No one said that dreams come true. We're diving higher and higher. We're melting into the fire. Just when we touch the flame, the light begins to change. We're climbing deeper and deeper. Each turn is sweeter and sweeter. We're turning day into night. We're changing with the light. Hope you approve. But that's how it's going. As it is now, the vocal melody follows the guitar line exactly. So I'm actually using the guitar line to build the vocal melody. And what I'm going to have to do is find some complementary chords. But as Antonia suggested as well, she suggested Kate Bush's Aerial album. It's a 2-part album. It's a double disc, and it's really cool. It's really atmospheric. It's a jungle. It's an audio voyage. It's an audio safari, and so I listened through that and got a little bit of an idea about Kate's melodies and how she builds songs. She, of course, composes with a keys, piano or something like that. So if we evolve through this further, I'm going to have to add the chords with piano. But what I want to do is add not the obvious chords, because I could just do this all in D, like no one said, oh, I guess I can't. No one said it would be easy. No one said that fish could fly. No one said it would be easy, parting the sea from the sky. We're diving higher and higher. We're melting into the fire. Just when we touch the flame, the light begins to change. Anyhow, that's what's going on with that. Okay, little art update. As you can see here, I've gessoed this canvas. That has 3 layers of gesso on it now, and you can see the scar here. It's still visible. But what's happening is that the gesso is kind of plugging up it's sort of, gumming up the space between the threads there. And hopefully that will become fully filled in with a few more layers. And also I'm sanding between each layer. This kind of gesso I'm using, they suggest you sand between each layer. And is there someone knocking for me? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little bit more adventuresome with the sanding, because there's still a bit of relief on here, and that's not a good thing in the end. And you can see here, as I'm sanding, the structure of the frame is coming through on the canvas. So what I'm going to do is, when I get the paper palimpsest collage on here, I'm going to leave the bottom layer, and so maybe this Wherein pattern is going to show with text instead of the white of the canvas, or in this case the color of the original painting. you can still see the original, the graffiti art that was below here. So this needs a few more layers. It's a little bit tedious, but I am getting a 3-fer for that. I've got these 2 other canvases I found, but they're vinyl. Not a huge fan, but they can be used for something. So yes, this one is sort of a test case, because usually when I do the palimpsest collage, I bolt it down so that the canvas doesn't warp, and we'll see if at this scale, putting the glue on there, if when it dries, it's going to stretch and warp the canvas. So this is my test case right here, 80 by 80 centimeters. Okay, I gotta go. Hey, Antonia, thank you for the lyrics. Antonia leaving a typically gracious comment. Okay, good night. Bisous.